So please, yesterday I had a fantastic meeting with fourth year, and they were like on their toes. All responses were ready, so don't sleep. Okay. Okay. So guys, without going into much ado, this thing. Hello guys, mute yourself. So we'll be doing acoustics. Did you hear anything what I said before?
No.
No, we didn't.
Oh,
No.
oh my!
No, no.
I repeat. Okay, so basically, acoustic is so this is going to help into your IDS a big time, because your IDS is this time going to be around a congregation space. Okay, and the congregation space could be anything. It could be a large multipurpose hall. It could be an auditorium. It could be a cinema. It could be a theater. Aapki marzi. And the choice will be given to you. So you need to be aware of how do you take care of a space which is so large, which is having such a large volume, and it is going to house so many people. And you can imagine, agar aap 80 log, when you start whispering and the whole class is in a cacophony, imagine 200 people there, and all of them are whole. Can you hear me? The
Yes.
whole space going to be in a big problem. And so the science of sound is known as acoustic. Okay, and it plays a big role when you are designing for spaces which is for congregation, or for delivering lectures, or for presentation. Okay, anything. So even for performances. So we are going to study acoustics today. Okay. I shall need probably with this kind of speed probably 3 lecture lagega. But if we can finish it off, I would love to finish it off in 2 or 3 things. So let's begin. Okay. So begin without going further into acoustic in today's day and time. I would like you to take back into the history and tell how it started. So it obviously started with the kind of a multi-purpose, or rather an open air auditoriums where congregation used to happen during Greeks time, right? So when the Greek philosophers and the Greek people, well, they had plenty of time, and the classical renovation already started. When all that thing had happened there, they needed a place where they can come together, where they can discuss politics and economy and whatever. And that's where the idea of having large spaces came into the picture. Okay, and initially, and though the Greek started long time back, it came into picture pretty late in life, somewhere around 1600, 1500, during Renaissance time, right, when they started building huge buildings, okay, with the classical architecture. And that's where the entire acoustics started happening. So now can you see the screen? I have shifted the slide, and it is showing history there. Please, someone respond.
Yeah, we
Yes,
can
yes.
see.
Yeah, we
I
can
am.
see.
I am happy. Great. Okay. So if you see, so this is how your the old time open air auditoriums used to be, right? Theater planning, it actually requires really a complex kind of 1 second, guys. Complex kind of relationship, not only with the people sitting there, but also what is going to happen around. And we'll do that in detail when we go for this. Right now I'm just taking you very quickly through the history part of it, and trying to tell you that today the times have reversed. Okay, from 200, people are now saying ki we will make theaters of 50, 60, 100. Okay, chote chote theaters are. But when I was small, when I was your age, and we used to go out and see the movies were like grand. Okay, they would have some 300, they would have a huge overhang balconies and cat calls and सब कुछ होता था. अभी ऐसा dare नहीं कर सकते हैं because there's a limited number. Okay, but in that time, yes, it was huge. Okay, and most of the theaters have gone down. So if you see Heroes, you see Metro, they are not functioning well because of the large number. The movies are not really. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is, look at the number game here, guys. The entire acoustical thing is not only about the science about sound, but it is also a consideration, because you are going to house 200 to 250 people, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. But that means, hello, can you hear me? But that
Yeah.
means, yeah, but that means that along with the science of sound and acoustics and all that, You guys as an architect have the prime responsibility to take care of the security of those 300 people who have come to that auditorium thinking that they are safe, and they will be safe if you plan it well. And that's where the firefighting, the second topic that we will be covering, will be there. Okay, so firefighting generally happens in a high rise building, and we have norms for that. The BMC has given you certain bylaws. Okay, we will do that when we do that topic. Right now let's focus on acoustics, right? So some of the things that I will be just telling you today is showing you some of the examples that they have it in the olden time, and how increasingly the contemporary architects are injecting modern thinking into the theater design. Okay, next. So can you see the next slide? So the real theater, like the opera and the kind of going to the theater kind of a movement started in Italy during 16th century. Obviously Renaissance. Renaissance saw a lot of these kind of moments because it was a thinking era, or the Enlightenment era, and it was during this time when this kind of huge structures which involved massive institutionalization of structures happened there at that point of time. A lot of these kind of structures started coming up because they needed these kind of things to have that kind of discussions. And so you will see major schools coming up, major art schools coming up, major health centers coming up of their kind of nature, and adopting that technology at that point of time. Okay, so early Renaissance theaters obviously were made of wooden, or they would be made up of load-bearing structures, because that time they were not yet so comfortable with the frame structures. Okay, and the first theater was, I will not even bother to name this person, but can you read his name? It's like one whole line: Salon di something something Palazzo something in Florence. Okay, uh, this was the first permanent theater building of the Renaissance period. Okay, and this was done in Paris. Okay, so can you see the way the entire thing is done? And if you see, the previous one also was semicircular. This is also circular. And when we do the theory of the acoustics, you will see that this is not the ideal form of the theater, because when you have a circular form, sound has a particular way of traveling, okay, in a volume. And we will see what happens when there is a circular theater. Or aisa nahi hai ki you cannot do. As we always tell you, there is nothing right or wrong, but you should know that if I do this, I will have that consequence. If I do that, I will have this consequence. And as an architect, you should be equipped to handle this and that, and you should know कि इसके repercussion ऐसे हैं, तो what the solution you are going to provide. If you know that, you can do anything. So it's not that you cannot do this. Okay, but when we talk about ideal form, the best kind of cost पे जरा easy पड़ता है, budget पे easy पड़ता है, look wise अच्छा है, it gives you fantastic sound without doing much about acoustics, is a different form, and we'll discuss that when we come there. So can I go ahead?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just going to take you quickly through these various kinds of things that I'm seeing here. Okay, so the first building, as you saw, was in 17th century. Parma was the first building that we saw that. Okay, then again, there are these various 1779. But now, do you see the way the structures are changing? So what I want you guys to see here, um, have you in second year in theory of design, I don't know whether you guys do, but have a practice of seeing a building in a diagrammatic form. When you see a building in diagram form na, वो याद रह जाता है. So when I see this, the second figure on the top right, okay, I see that it's a circular form within, but my frame structure is pakka dabba. Okay, because it was classical. Remember Renaissance ki hum baat kar rahe hain. Now Renaissance guys had this very equal kind of a geometry, right? Jo right pe hai wo left pe hai, aur center mein ek line hai. Are we clear what I'm saying? So obviously they would go for a very very regular form. Okay, but then when it comes inside, you would see that the entire thing changed. So the whole structure within will change, and same thing will happen in today's day and time. So if you see Doshi's theater in Ahmedabad, a beautiful portal frame is taking care of the external. So it's a proper shell, and then inside is housed this amazing chota sa auditorium, which is like really amazing. So you, if you go to Ahmedabad, you should see the structures right in front of Sanskriti Kendra, designed by Corbusier. I forgot the name of the theater, but it's amazing. So the shell can be very different. Okay, you can give any kind of form you want. It can be square, it could be a portal, it could be any form. But your inside, the one which is housing your acoustical or a congregation area, can be very different. So यहाँ पे what you guys need to take care of is the structure. How are you, and since this is a theater or a congregation space or a multi functional space, obviously your structure has to be very heavy duty and has to take care of, because I don't want columns obstructing my view of the dais or whatever performance is happening there. So baba, either structure will be of massive use here, okay? So you will need to take care of, and that is what you are seeing in these diagrams, that it's all load bearing. Somewhere they are using those pillars, okay, and the rest of it is so some of them is a frame structure, some of them is the, so you can see an opera house in the Paris and the lower wala thing, okay. So this is, how do I get rid of this thing? Ye ek patta aa raha hai and I am not able to see my screen only. Anyways, so the next slide is, again, this was R. Wagner. This is really the recent times, May 1876, like 150 years back, okay, 200 years back. So this is the recent one, okay. But this is, see, the same form. But do you see the shell and do you see the surround? Okay, so you see the fan shape kind of a thing, which is your auditorium, and then you have a lot of things. Now I want you guys to focus on this thing. If you see that the structure for the outside and structure for inside is very different, because I don't want columns, because I want a heavy span, or because my span is larger. So obviously I'll have to think of the, of how am I going to of how am I going to take care of that, okay. uh, so this is your shell, and then you see what is happening outside. Ek second, huh? Somebody is asking me to, 1 minute. Click on to presenter. Where is the presenter? Stop presenting, and I cannot see the slides. 1 second, guys. Turn on, stop recording. Yes, Tagore Memorial Theatre. Thanks, Sayukta. Can you hear me, Sayukta?
Yes.
Yes, thank God. Okay, so Sayukta answered my question. I forgot the name. It is Tagore Memorial Theatre, designed by Doshi in Ahmedabad. And you can see it on the Google as well if you don't have time to go to Ahmedabad. Obviously not possible in today's day and time. Have you been to Ahmedabad, by the way? Second years in section.
No.
Best opportunity. You guys should have. But तो क्या करेगा तुम लोग का पूरा vacation? I don't blame you guys. So you should see that, and you will understand what I'm trying to say. What you see outside is very different from what you see inside. Rishiraj, where is presenter? Where do I say to presenter? I don't see that. Show device, I'm not able to get that. Hide conversation, raise your hand, keypad. No, I'm not able to do that. ठीक है, चलेगा. No problem. I know what my slides are. It's okay. Huh? So back this was, ठीक है? Okay, we were on this slide.
Meenal, your slideshow isn't visible now.
Now
It's showing can't display content.
but everybody seeing this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Please
yes.
join.
See this?
Yes, we can see the screen.
Yeah.
You will have to.
Yeah, I think because of the internet issues, the slides go off sometimes. It
No,
disconnects
no,
you.
this is not
Oh,
the slide at
Guys,
all.
people who are seeing it from their phone won't be able to see the PPT.
guys, please listen to me. When I was not able to talk and when my voice went mute, I went out and joined again. So try rejoining.
I tried that right now. It worked previously for a couple of slides, but right now it's showing can't display content.
But but most of the others are able to see. They are all saying yes, yes, yes.
No, I can't see either.
We can see
I
your
think only
third
some of us
slide.
can see.
Oh God. So what
Meena's
do
on
I
the
do then?
third slide right now.
I am on third slide, right? No, I'm on fifth slide. Slide fifth of 20.
Meena, if you can just share the slide, the presentation with someone so they can view it while they can hear you.
I've already shared. It is on the files.
It's in files and Microsoft Teams.
There in your file का thing. Microsoft Team का file का folder में है. Okay. So can I go ahead? Can you guys open and see it? Okay. Now people are saying authorized able to see it. Rohit, can you see? Zoya is able to see. Who else is not able to see? Please, can you chat?
We can see now.
Yeah, we
Great.
can
All
see.
of you can. So there must be some problem with the internet, guys, because यहाँ पे तो सब what can I do if you can't see, or you tell me what to do because I don't know. Did you guys attend that Microsoft Team ka meeting? Hello.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't. I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
We
So
did.
I missed. I had some personal issues, so I couldn't come. Anyway, so coming back, so can you see now the auditorium study? Okay, and so these are some of the to study. Okay, so imagine that you are designing start imagining that you have already got a congregation space to design for your idea studio, and you have some 300 people only coming there, and plus you have some auxiliary spaces around. So around 500 people are going to be there on your site at a given point of time. Okay, now in such a scenario, wouldn't your 500 people create a problem for your surround? Am I right or wrong? Say they are coming by cars, they are coming by rickshaws, they are coming by taxi or chalke, I don't know how, but they are going to create a major issues for the surround, right? So these are some of the feasible study that you need to do before you enter into this idea of creating something so huge where so many people are going to come at a one point of time. Over a period of time, 8 घंटे में 500 लोग आएंगे तो इतना problem नहीं आता है. But when the theater is released, okay, and 300 people pours out, everybody is rushing to the parking area because they want to rush out. Otherwise, parking में अटक जाएंगे. So there is that mad rush. Who reaches the car first and starts the car out? So that kind of a scenario, and when you have that, how do you design your driveways, your pathways, you have to start thinking from there. Even before that, आपको बाहर साइट के बाहर जाके आपको you'll have to take a survey or feasibility study is what we call it, is the assessment of the demand for performing arts. आपने तो बना दिया, but what if people don't come there? Okay, so the aim is to establish whether there are audiences for the proposed program of use. We propose sometime कि नहीं यहाँ पे ये अच्छा है, but it should be feasible. So you can see that many times a theater is built and then it's not used because people don't go there. The kind of locality is not able to go there. So you will have these kind of problems, okay? So you don't have to bother about it in third year, but when you do this as a practical project outside, this all study should happen. Assessment of the area under consideration are these. So you need to know what is the population characteristics, okay? What does this mean? It means that what are the kind of people or the locality you are going to build your auditorium in. Okay, is it a rich locality, it is a medium, or is a labor class, okay, or is it an industrial, is it commercial? You need to know all this thing. So if you see, if it is a completely commercial kind of an activity, okay, say it's a bazaar, something like our Bendi Bazaar and our Crawford Market area. Now try and propose a theater there. What will happen in the evening? Most of the time the places are very silent because people have left. It's a commercial area. By 8 o'clock the shop shuts and they go back home. So when people come out, they're not comfortable. They're not comfortable with the idea that the streets are so silent. Okay, or that so most of the time, if you see, the placement of the old kind of theaters were very prominent. If you see Metro Theater, it is very near to station. If you see Eros, is just opposite your this thing, your the other Strand and all those theaters were opposite VT stations. So the placement of theaters in such an area then becomes very important, because then people can easily take a source of transport and get out of that area faster. So population characteristics, the area characteristics needs to be done before you even suggest that this kind of thing can come up. So now what they've taken, you know what the easiest way out, जिधर मॉल है उधर थिएटर बनाओ, क्योंकि लोग तो आने ही वाले हैं, मॉल में तो आने ही वाले हैं, लोग खाना खाने तो आने ही वाले हैं. That's where the mall thing has come up, has become very popular, because it definitely attracts people. And most of the mall, if you go to see, are probably running because of theater and food courts, not because there are fashionable things below. Okay, the second thing that you need to take care of is the transportation characteristics. What kind of public transport is easily available there? What kind of roads are there? Is the roads, I would say, in a better condition, or rather even the roads are there? So basically, what kind of transportation is easily available? Anybody tried going to NCPA in the evening show and you don't have a car? Have you tried that? Anybody? You go to NCPA and you don't have a car, and it's an evening show where by 11ish you will be out of the NCPA. Believe me, guys, you will have to walk to the nearest station, that is VT, because no rickshaw, sorry, no taxi will come there unless you have to go far off. And that's the reason why NCPA is not so popular for most of the people. Can you hear me? Because I'm hearing myself. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh,
Yes,
great.
we can hear you.
I hope what I'm trying to say is clear to you. So transportation of 300 people you have to take care of. Okay, not everyone will come by car. Not everyone will have their private transportation. So this becomes very important. Then what is the potential audiences is almost same as the population characteristics. I think it's by mistake that this is here. Local cultural traditions, how would you build your space? We always are, so in KRVI we are very adamant about doing all these kind of researches or contextual study, which tells us that if this is the kind of people around here, or these are the kind of culture. So last year you did Almora, right? So how is Almora different from Mumbai? And accordingly you will have your buildings there, because you have to take care of certain culture. And so when you are congregating 300 people, this is more obvious. Okay, so if you see a mass church, you see church, okay, a mass happening in Vasai will be very different to a mass happening in Bandra. Because if you see Vasai is still very cultural, local, kind of thing, while Bandra we all know is very hip hop. So even in this same Mumbai, you will see two different scenarios. So you are talking about 300 people, so you need to take care of all this. Existing provision, yani ki amenities. What are the amenities provided nearby? Do they have restaurants nearby? Do they have schools nearby? Accordingly, you will have to take care of the sound and everything. Actual audiences. Why am I writing actual audiences here? Anyway, and the pilot scheme. Is your building of the first kind in that area? So these are some of the things that you will need to take care of when you start designing your auditoriums. Okay. Another thing that I would like to add, which I have not added here, I'm sorry, I think this is the old, no, I think this is the one which I have not added here, is when you start with your site planning, okay, site planning for an auditorium is extremely important because you will have lots of services. In the sense that you have theaters. Now theaters require chairs, it requires high level of speakers, it will require say some settings, say that it's a theater, so set ke liye kuch chahiye, some upholstery will be required, there will be some space, so if the chair is gone bad or it's not functioning well, so it will be taken out and a new chair will be installed, so it cannot be immediately thrown out of the site na, so it needs to be stocked somewhere, storage. So storage becomes very important. Now, if the storage is there, the truck is going to come with a new delivery of the chair or chairs, I would say. Then where are you going to keep it? Where is going to be the loading, unloading? Everyone is writing this down. Please write. If I'm going fast, please tell me to slow down. I'll slow down. You need to have these kind of things in your auditorium or theater or movie. Okay. Generally, theater demands more spaces than a movie screen hai, nobody is coming, nobody is going, there are no actors, nothing. But guys, if it is a theater, oh my lord, you saw the plans before, right? The history wala, all those spaces was only because it was a theater and not a movie came pretty back in life. Tabhi movies nahi tha, there was no projector at that point of time, people used to go on the stage and do the live performances. So then it's a whole lot of services which happens backstage, then the backstage becomes important. Okay, because you will have actors coming in, behind the scene wale jo log rehte hain, who is managing the light, who is managing the sound, तुम्हारे sets manage कर रहे हैं, all those people will be there. Some people will be sitting on the top, you know, there is something called as a catwalk which we will discuss when we do this ahead. You will have n number of people working in the backstage and you will have 300 people sitting in front of you, so you will have to take care of the safety of all this. Okay, so we'll do that when we take up a case study of an auditorium. So starting with the first point of how many do I need to sit in my auditorium? So it's the seating capacity. Everything is planned according to the seating capacity. If my client says that Baba आपको 300 का मुझे देना है, some people will say 250, 200, 400. It is based on that your entire auditorium is going to be planned. Okay, so in general, the maximum capacity of an auditorium depends on the format selected and on oral and visual limitations set by the type of production. What does this mean? I'll say it in a very simple term. Can I have 1,000 people sitting in one theater? Yes or no, guys? If yes, why? If no, why? और अगर नहीं आता है तो बता दो, तो मैं I'll start again. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, no,
1,000
will
people.
become too much because
Yes.
Yeah, why? I agree, too much. But why is it not possible to seat them? मैं तो इतना बड़ा hall बना सकती हूँ ना. What is the problem if 1,000 people sit in one room? The last
movement.
तो है बच्चा,
That
but
cannot
last
see.
guy who sitting, उसको क्या stage दिखेगा?
Yeah, you cannot
Yeah.
see anything.
exactly.
And I'm talking from the theater point of view. Okay, if the last guy is sitting 25 meters away or 30 meters away, what stage is he going to see? He's just going to see some bare movements. Unless in today's day and time, I can do it because I can camera में उसको shoot करके I can present it via a projector on a screen and I can watch the screen. Then I can see that stage. But that was possible now. It is possible now. It was not possible then. So there was a limitation on the number of people that can come into that because my sight lines were important. Okay. Everybody is with me on this? Can everyone hear?
Yeah.
Fine. So the slide, can you please mute yourself? Okay, so the slide is saying that other factors include levels such as things as sight lines, acoustics, circulation, seating density, as well as shape and size of the platform and stage. Now, I will show this in plan आगे वाली slide में, but try to understand what I'm saying. These are the factors which will decide the number of people. I cannot say कि मेरे को 1,000 लोग बिठाना है because I want to make money. मैं 1000 लोग आएगा तो मेरा टिकट अच्छा बेचेगा and I'll make a lot of money. Doesn't work like that. No way. It is all dependent on this. So if I put more people, I might have to compromise on my sight line. So what is the point? Who will buy those seats where I cannot see anything on stage? So that's a problem. Okay. Is somebody changing the slides? अपने आप change होता है? Hello.
No, somebody must have taken control of the.
Guys, I need to go back because I can't change. Hello. One second, guys. Okay, I'm back into control. So I was on, here, I was on 7th slide, right? Okay. Okay. Size of the auditorium. Now you can write this down. An area. Of course, you're going to get this, but I always say that if you write it down, it will stay with you. Okay. An area of at least 0.5 meters square per spectator is to be used for sitting spectators. So this is a thumb rule for deciding if this is the area, this many number of people are going to be, or vice versa. If I have 300 people, I will at least require this much only for seating capacity. Stage alag hai, aisles alag hai, your pre-theater is different. So all those things are different. This is only seating capacity I'm talking about. So obviously it's going to be pretty large. Okay. This number is derived from so if you see the diagram, you will know why that 0.5 meter square has come. So do you see that? Do you see the diagram? So you see the 2 seats in section and 2 seats in plan. Okay. And a person is going in between. Exactly what happens when we go to a theater and somebody wants to move out to take a call or want to go to loo. So this is exactly what is happening. And they've given the dimensions there, and based on that, they are saying that per person 0.5 meter square is the requirement. Can I go ahead with the slide? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now so I'm sure all of you and all of us have experienced this. Is that we are right in the middle of a very interesting climax wala scene, and somebody wants to take the call. Okay, either nature's call or a mobile call. Okay, and they have to disturb us, and they have to take the route out. Now problem kahan pe hota hai? If you don't have the aisle on either side. What is an aisle? AISLE. It means the passage on which you walk to reach your chair. That's called aisle. Okay, or passageway bolte hain. Chalo, people who won't get an aisle properly, a passageway on either side to go out. The beach wala jo rahega na, people don't like that seat, because if you have to go out for whatever reason, you are going to disturb hell number of people. That's why that number of row has to be limited, and that's why they are saying a maximum of 16 seats per aisle. Okay, if you have one aisle, एक passageway है, तो आपको 16 लोग बैठ सकते हैं, right? So that is how, sorry, on both sides, if you have aisle, you can have the 16 people sitting, 25 seats per aisle if permissible. If one side exit door of 1 meter width is provided per 3 to 4 rows. Now again, number of people sitting, आप बड़े-बड़े aisles तभी बना सकते हो जब मेरे पास exit door है. I remember I talked about safety and security. In case of fire, in case of any announcement that creates panic, किसी ने आके बोल दिया bomb लगा है. In today's day and time, it is quite likely possible. And imagine the kind of panic that's going to create. So in such a scenario, how you are going to do that? So that is very important. Okay. So then obviously the exits, escape routes are so important. So the first thing I do whenever I go to a new theater is find out where are the exit ways, where are the exit doors, and how is the passageway. That is the first thing I will do, because I love my family and I'll take care of how they will escape in case if in case of something happens. Okay. Volume of the room. How would you decide volume? Now, when in a theater, in generally a room, we talk about area, right? Because हमको पता है कि office है तो 4 मीटर का height होगा और घर है तो 3 मीटर का height होगा. So I'm not really bothered about volume, but that's not the case with an auditorium. In an auditorium, volume is fantastic, because you have to take care of so many services, because you will have something called as a catwalk. You also need to take care of sight lines. Plus you have, and why is the volume required? Because of the stage and I'm talking from the point of view of stage, because up 70 ka screen lete ho, the screen is so huge, and the whole height comes in the movie because of the screen. In theater, if you have a stage and you want to drop something from the top, especially say Shamak Dawar ka show ho raha hai, and people are dropping from the top in that round rings, and people are taking turns there in the air somewhere. Who is doing all that magic? There is no magic, guys. There are people sitting up there who is doing everything. So there are jacks up there are machines up there is ropeway up there which is pushing the rope down. वो अपने आप आदमी ऊपर नहीं जाता है. There is no magic involved. There is a whole lot of machines and man who are maintaining the entire show above. ठीक है? तो volume इसकी वजह से बनता है. I don't need volume. If I'm sitting and watching, I don't need volume of 9 meters. But that 9 meters is required for the stage to function. Okay. So playhouse, so there are various volumes that are there. So playhouses will have about 4 to 5 meter cube per this thing. Oh, what happened? I went out. 1 second. Yeah. So you can read for yourself that there are what do you call, for opera houses it's different. For technical ventilation reasons, the volume should be no less than these figures. Another reason and technical reason is I need that kind of air change volumes. Okay, and that's another reason why this volumes are required. Okay. So that's another point that you need to take care of. And when I talk about volumes, obviously ventilation is a big problem. Air conditioning will be a big problem. Changing of lights at that level is going to be a big problem. Okay. So yes, guys, auditorium requires consultants. It requires heavy duty planning, and it requires lot of attention to details. Okay. Coming to actually the proportions of auditorium, how do you actually plan it? So do you see the plan? Don't get worried about looking at that small plan. I have done it animated plan after this, but just read through this. Okay. These are obtained. So how do I get this shape? These are obtained from the spectator's psychological perception and viewing angle, as well as the requirement for a good view from all seats. A good auditorium, the first sign to say that this is a damn good auditorium is all seats are having clear view of the stage. If even one seat is saying that I'm not able to get a good view of the stage, you have not designed your auditorium well. So everything is dependent on your sight lines. Okay. Good view without head movement, but slight eye movement should be about 30 degree. So if your angle of from where the last row guy is sitting, okay, तुम्हारा last person जो बैठा है center में, उससे अगर आपने 30 degree के angle में, and if you plan it parallel to that, ना, you will get a fantastic what do you call it, sight lines. Okay. And the reason of this 30 degrees, have you heard about having a stiff neck? Hello guys. Have you heard about having a stiff neck? Because you turn your head and look at certain things for a longer duration, say for 3 hours of a movie. Can you imagine what is going to happen to your neck after 3 hours? You will be requiring a massage there because you will have a crick there. It is very important from anthropological data that I have my sight lines and my head in a correct positions, or I am never going to go next time to that theater and not sit there, because I'll have physical body problems. Okay, especially if I'm an old person. Okay, yes, definitely you will develop cricks there. Good view with a slight head movement and slight eye movement should be approximately 60 degrees. That's why the height of the stage and height of the movie, and that 60 degrees is important. And I'll tell you what is all, but don't get worried. I'm showing you right now. Understand the figures, then I will show you in the plan. Maximum perception angle without head movement is about 110 degree. Did we study about the side movement that you can take from your eye? You are not looking at that person, but from the side of your eye, you can judge that somebody is coming. You know, hello guys, very important while driving. So that's what 110 is all about. In this field, everything which takes place between the corners of the eye is perceived. Not only the direct field of vision, but also the indirect field of vision has to be catered to. Now see this bigger one. And unfortunately, I think put this on. 1 second, huh, guys. No. Okay. Aya. Okay, great. Fine. So I just want you guys to have a look at this. For a minute, I am silent. Please go through the slide. Okay, on your own. Then I will talk. आप पढ़ लो पहले क्या है ये. It's important. If you want, I'll speak. So understand what is a proscenium. Okay. Apron, stage, auditorium. Okay. Okay, so I'll begin. Proscenium is that line, guys, जहां से आपका पर्दा गिरता है. You know, the curtains rise. We say that in theater. Where there is a curtain line is your proscenium line. The stage which comes out of that is known as the apron stage. Okay, and I am purely speaking from the theater point of view. ये सारी चीजें movie theater में नहीं रहती. Movie theater is actually very easy to design. There is no technology required. Absolutely. Okay. Sorry, I would not use that. Sorry. I take back that entire sentence back. But I don't really require a major level of planning as I would require it in a theater because of the backstage and all. So the proscenium is my curtain line, the stage which extends out. Okay. So many a time you will see that there is a curtain, but the comparer will come aage and he will be talking and blah while the set is being set and people are getting aligned on the stage to be in a particular position when the curtains goes up. All that thing happens backstage. Okay, so ye sari cheeze hoti hai. So that's my apron stage. Everyone clear with this? You should be knowing these terms. Please somebody respond. Are you hearing me and are you aware of these terms and now you know about it? Okay, anyone has any doubt?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a doubt. What is the difference between the apron stage and the stage?
So that's what I'm saying. A stage is, suppose you take 10 meters width of the stage. Okay, you have the width of the stage is 10 meter. But my curtain is not at the 10 meter from the back side. Okay, वो थोड़ा अंदर है. It is at 8 meter. And 2 meters जो है, it is coming outside of that curtain where a person can stand and address the audience while मेरा curtain बंद है और पीछे सारे actors अपनी अपनी जगह ले रहे हैं, set हो रहा है, सब कुछ arrangement हो रहा है, and the आगे वाला जो है बात करने वाला, the comparer or whoever it is, okay, he is addressing the audience. So audience is engaged, but पीछे भी काम चल रहा है. For that I need a proscenium. Are we clear now? So that extra stage that is outside of my proscenium is known as an apron stage. It is not that once the proscenium is lifted, I cannot use the apron stage. All the dancers or the presenters or whoever the stage occupier hai can come right till the end of the stage where the audience is sitting and can mingle with them. That's okay. But apron is that, I would say, open stage where any time it is never covered by the curtains. Are we clear now?
Hello, Meenal. Yeah. So after the end of the apron stage, there's also like one space, like one row of space that is left for.
To that. Yes. It's known as an aisle. Okay. So it's a front aisle. Okay. From where, and then my stage will begin. Then my seating will begin. You can never have a number of people. Can you imagine? तुम्हारा stage height क्या होगा? Anyone? What will be the height of the stage from the ground floor of the auditorium? Around 900 mm.
900, yeah, 1 meter, around 1 meter.
Suppose चल ना 1.2 meters चल, but 1 meter is good enough. 1 meter का height होगा, okay? और आपको मैंने एकदम टक around the base of the dais ही आपको बिठाया. What will happen to your neck? You'll have to constantly look at almost 75 to 80 degrees up, and that's going to have a very bad effect on your neck. So to look at me when I am on the stage, you guys need to be at least about 2 meters away from the stage, minimum. Also, that 2 meters is required if one has to go from one side of the other, or during fire, people have to run out. So the first stage wale kaise jayenge? So that is this. Or say you are calling up people. You have a convocation meeting in our convocation event in our own college, and they call Keyur Shah first in services. और आप चल के गए तो कहाँ है जगह चलने का? Okay, so you need to have that space. So for that reason, I need that space. Okay. Right now, I'm focusing only on how that entire fan shape, जो है, which is supposed to be the good shape for the auditorium, has come up. And guys, if the time is up and you feel that you need to take a break, please tell me. We can continue. But as we know that glitches in the first day was bound to happen, and this is how it is. Okay. So can I continue till 10:30 if it is okay for all, or should I stop?
Yeah, continue.
Yes, yes.
Continue.
Yes.
Yes.
Somebody had an issue. Fine.
Yes.
I just want to finish this, then we can take a off for today. Then we can continue it next Tuesday onwards. Okay. So do you see this? So now everybody is clear about apron stage and a proscenium. Okay. So now you see this below wala 24 meters. Okay, 24 and then 32 meters. That is the approximate thing that they are saying. It is as a auditorium, and then you have something as a stage, and then you have something as a width of the apron stage. Do you see all that thing on my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is it. So and so the person who asked me what is the apron stages, so total stages, apron stage plus stage. Got it? 2 meters plus 8 meters is equal to 10 meters of total width of stage. Are we clear? Okay. Now I'll go ahead. And now for playhouses, maximum distance of the last row, okay, which is very, very important. That's the reason why I cannot house 1,000 people. Okay. Maximum distance of last row from the proscenium line, that is the start of the stage, say for a playhouse, for a normal performance, okay, is about 24 meter only. Okay, because that is the maximum distance जहां से मुझे कुछ facial expression दिख सकता है. Beyond that, everything is a blur for me.
Meenal,
हाँ बोलो.
is the proscenium line the start of the stage?
No, darling. Proscenium is little. It could be at the start of the stage. I cannot have the apron stage. Yes, I can have it. I can have it. Apron stage is a facility I provide. But it is absolutely okay to have the proscenium right at the end of the stage. Perfectly okay. But in many a time, you will see that a little part of the stage is made ahead, taki you can engage with the audience while backside is working. Now, अगर तुम्हारा पर्दा is right at the end, तुम खड़ा किधर रहेगा? Where will you stand and where will you address? There is no space. You will fall off, right? And I still need to engage my audience. What if you are late? What if there is some glitches, some technological glitches? Somebody is late or whatever. It could be anything. And you need people to give some time, so you can engage audience. So that's the reason why people prefer to have apron stage. No other reason. Okay? Are we clear? And if you see, the extension of apron stage is nothing but a ramp. Catwalk jo hota hai na, where you have fashion show. It is nothing but they create a temporary kind of a table ka aage badha ke, so that the models can walk. That is nothing but extension of a stage into a longer kind of an apron stage. Are we clear? Now are you clear, all of you? What is an apron stage and what is a stage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meenal, what is
Bolo.
the precision width? Like it says 24 to 13 meters. So this is the range between which you see the
So 24 meters
finger.
वो distance है बच्चा जहां से मुझे proper facial expression दिख सकता है with a normal eye. Okay, now you reach my age 24 zyada hai. Okay, I will probably need to sit in the first two rows to see properly. But at your age 24 meter is good enough. Okay, but beyond you मुझे expression देखने में मजा नहीं आता है. So theater में आप जाते हो and movies में जाते हो. Have you been to a theater, guys? Have you been to see a play?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
The play, and I'm sure all of you have gone to see the movie. What is the basic difference? Tickets कहाँ पे costly होता है in a movie? आगे में के पीछे में? Movie.
पीछे में.
पीछे.
Because that screen, that light and that height, I cannot watch from the front stage. It will be terrible. Okay, so I would pay money and go back. But exactly opposite is of the stage. Where will you pay higher amount of money to be near the stage and not at the back? Got my point now? What I'm saying? 24 meters का क्या मतलब है?
Yes.
Yes.
People want to be near the stage so that they can understand the facial expressions very clearly. Okay. That's why they say that 24 meter is not a very comfortable distance, but it is the distance where I can recognize facial expression. Beyond that, no space. Beyond that, सिर्फ sound आता है. And that's why for opera, 32 meters, important moments still recognizable. Because opera में जब आप जाते हो, people are not going to see the facial expressions. They are interested in hearing that sound, hearing the song, hearing the music. ओके नाट्य संगीत अपना मराठी में जो रहता है नाट्य संगीत में कोई प्ले देखने नहीं जाता है. They go to listen to music. So if you are attending a नाट्य संगीत, you would be comfortable sitting at 32 meters क्योंकि आपको sound पहुंचता है. But if it is a full 2 comedy show, okay, or some other something else, okay, Kapil Sharma show happening live, you would like to sit in front. That is the difference. Are we clear on this 24-32 funda?
Meenal?
No.
Yeah. So stage and front aisle के बीच में there's also that part where the technical aspect, मतलब audio and all they handle. So does that also count in apron stage itself?
No, that is not the apron stage. उसके लिए separate. So it's called as a they put a ditch inside. Nowadays that is out. Time में old theaters used to have musicians sit there. Or if you want to give cue to someone, कि बाबा ये line नहीं ये line आएगा. You want to give cue to someone. So those people used to sit there, and there used to be a pit there. But they would not see the view of the audience, but the actors could see them. Okay, so that used to. But now, if you go to see most of the theaters, we have computerized lights happening. We have computerized sound happening. We have everything with the help of computers, the programs. Everything is happening with the help of programs and all that. So we don't need that kind of orchestra pit there. It used to be called as orchestra pit because people with music will sit there. That, okay. Now with the orchestra, people बैठे रहते हैं and they play and then somebody sing and everything happens. So it happens like.
Meenal, is that the musician sitting is considered in the 2 meter space that is there?
Oh, no. 2 meters is I need to move around. So apron stage, if you have apron stage, okay, otherwise proscenium, I will take it as the end of the stage. Then I will have orchestra pit and then I will have my 2 meter of aisle and then my first row will begin. Clear? 2 meters, guys, I will need for the front movement. Sometimes, have you realized that people come down from the stage to mingle with the audience? And it will be not just 1 or 2. The whole line of actors will be standing right where you are sitting. You need that space to interact with audience. or the audience need to come up to the stage to give up something, shake hand karne ke liye, yeah, whatever. So I need that 2 meter of space for that reason. And second reason is I don't want to crick my neck. That's it. Are we clear on that 2 meter ka thing?
Yes.
And I will be showing you the plans. Okay, ये तो मैं अभी आपको what I am trying to show you here is what is that 30 degree, 60 degree, and how did the entire shape of the auditorium comes up. ये कौन डिसाइड करता है कि ऐसा ही शेप आना चाहिए? ना मैं ना आप. There is a logical science behind it, and that science is my eyesight. My eyesight cannot go beyond 110 degree, because if I cannot see beyond 110 degree, and that's why if anything is coming beyond 110 degree, accidents hota hai. But if it is coming from the side, even if you are driving and you are looking ahead, aapko side mein dikhta hai. Am I right? Are we getting this? Okay, when you are crossing the road, okay, when you are crossing the road, you are seeing ahead, but at the same time, तुम्हारी नजर, तुमको ट्रैफिक दिखता है ना कि खड़ा है, और if somebody starts, you start back immediately, even if you are looking ahead, because it is 110 degree vision is given to mankind. Are we clear on this?
Yes.
Okay. Now look at the last two lines where it is written proscenium width. At 24 meter 13 meter होना चाहिए, at 32 meter 70. ये चीज क्या है बताइए जरा. What is this? What is this? So if I am having my 24 meter ka playhouse ka mera last person is sitting at say that point where 30 degrees written, okay, last row likha hai na 1. So a person is sitting, I am sitting there, okay. So mera proscenium ka width, when I look at the stage, what should be the width of the proscenium is what they are prescribing. They are saying agar 24 hai, agar mera stage आपने, हाँ अरे I want to have a very mega stage, मैं पूरा 20 मीटर का दे देता हूँ, नहीं चलेगा बच्चा. सेंटर में है ना तो चलेगा, बट जब वो आदमी साइड में बैठेगा ना तो उसको आधा स्टेज नहीं दिखेगा. एंड आई विल शो यू बाय द डायग्राम इन द नेक्स्ट थिंग. आर वी क्लियर ऑन दिस? Are we clear?
Yes, yes.
Can you repeat this?
Okay, I will repeat this. Who asked me this question? I want to say your name. Whoever, whatever. Okay.
Shreyansh.
श्रेयांश. Okay, great. श्रेयांश, शायद तेरा क्वेश्चन लोगों को भी समझ में आ जाएगा. If Shreyansh is sitting at the first row, I mean sorry, the last row, 1 लिखा है ऊपर, and the last row. Okay, Shreyansh, you are fortunately sitting in the center. Okay, तो आपका सामने जो स्टेज दिखेगा ना, स्टेज का विड्थ कितना होना चाहिए? प्रोसीनियम विड्थ उन्होंने बताया है ना वो. डू यू सी दैट 24 मीटर इज इक्वल टू 13 मीटर के सामने एक लाइन है. दैट इज दे आर सेइंग that should be not more than 13 meter. Because Shreyansh, you will not have a problem because you are sitting at that point, which is very best point of the entire lot, because it is right in the center. Center is the best because I see entire stage. Problem कब होता है? When you are on either side, extreme left or right. At that point of time, if you cross that 13 meter ना, फिर थोड़ा सा problem आएगा, और वो क्या आता है I will show you. Can I change the slide now? Okay, another 10 more to go and I'll finish this off fast. Okay, what happened? Why is it not changing? Okay, do you see the slide?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now here I will be giving you colors, and I will be actually है ना, ये animation है. Okay, fine. Now do you see the shaded area, the line wala area? Guys,
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
you see the shaded area?
Yeah.
Right? Now that shaded area is a dangerous area. What is it? I will tell you. Okay. Right now, I will just go by and you will understand when I do the animation. Okay. Do you see the red line coming up?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is A? यहाँ पे क्या जरा बोलो. Let's make this an interactive session. What is A?
Last
नीचे लिखा है.
Last row.
Okay. What is BC?
Proscenium.
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 What is a proscenium? I just explained. What is a proscenium?
Is the
Where the
curtain.
curtain.
Where the curtain line is, right? Or where the stage from the audience side begins. बराबर है? ठीक है?
Yeah.
Is now यहाँ पे नीचे लिखा है. What is B, C, D, E?
Stage.
The stage.
Stage, right? So the entire thing is a stage. What is a P? P क्या है?
Point to determine the width of
Of
the
the auditorium. Now what do lovely parrot sound. Okay. So P is a point to determine the width of the. So now, guys, how do I really wish I can draw. I don't know how to use that board. Anyway, imagine this. No. You just imagine. ये P है ना अपने इस तरफ डाला. You are pushing P point towards E. And do you see? देख रहे हो? Okay. Do you see the dotted line from the last row to the P? Okay. Now that thing, if people are sitting within this, okay, if people are sitting within this, they are not going to see the part of the stage which is shaded.
Minal,
आप समझ रहे हो what I'm saying?
Minal, we can't hear you.
I can't hear you. Can you please
Okay,
repeat?
now
No, your voice is not clear.
I think the
I am-
others need to mute.
yeah, please mute yourself, all of you, and few only can be on. Now, can you hear me, all of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. People who are not able to hear me, please chat. Okay, great. Please pay attention. I think this is the last slide I'm taking because this is difficult, and unfortunately, because I don't have a blackboard in front of me and I don't know how to use a whiteboard, I will be telling you what I want you to do. तो understand करो ये जो side में जो BC से आपका P और last row को जो dotted line join करता है ना, that is my sight line. Now what they are trying to say is, if that is the width of my last row, the person who is sitting at the last row ka left or right will not be able to see the shaded portion of the stage ever in his life. Are you clear now? You sit yourself at the edge of the last row, not in the center. If you are in the center, you are fine. But you make yourself sit either at the left or at the right, and then you see the stage. So obviously, तुम्हारा stage का जो line है, it will not allow you to see the shaded area. Are we clear on this part? Are we clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is clear, barabar? So now I'll ask you to, I will do one more animation. Okay. Now do you see the green patch that has come up? Right?
Yes.
That is the stage area. ठीक है? Now, so this is the line. I'll just push it up. So this is the shaded portion to be taken into account, as the people in the side seat cannot view that area, which was exactly what I was trying to say. बराबर है? Okay. P is the point to determine the width of the auditorium at the back. Now, all of you, with your geometrical information, try to drag P ahead and try to drag P back. If you drag the P back with the BC as constant, तुम्हारा पीछे का साइड बड़ा होगा कि नहीं? हाँ, पीछे का रो बड़ा होगा कि नहीं? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Are you clear? It's simple geometry, guys. Take P towards DE and you are placed anywhere. तुम्हारी मर्जी, कहीं पे भी. And then join P to B and extend that line back. So obviously that line will go back and it will extend beyond. Okay. Now, is it good or bad? Is it good or
Nihal,
bad?
if we drag P towards DE, the
हाँ.
shaded area become
Will
more. Like if we keep BC
BE,
constant and drag P towards PE, there will be more shaded area. And if we do the opposite, if we drag P away from DE, keeping
the
BC constant, there'll be less shaded area, which would be good, right?
awesome. This is what I want you to understand. If you see the last line of the slide, it is written, try to get smaller shaded area. Now you get how to make the shape of the auditorium. If you follow this principle, you are done. Are we, guys? Hello?
Yeah, so basically,
Yeah.
we keep the
Huh.
seat as narrow as possible, like
Shaded area
line
का
with,
minimum होना चाहिए.
but
Got it?
the seating can be like in line with the stage line, right? Like it doesn't have to be as a circular type.
Ah, very good. Mohit, right?
Yeah.
उसका भी problem है. I don't want to have a rectangular kind of a auditorium because of the acoustical reason. There are various I would say by default there are faults which exist with the volume and the shape of the auditorium. So over a period of time, right from 16th century when that first beautiful rounded auditorium was done till I think 18th century, over a period of trial and error, what they have arrived at is the fan shape of the auditorium is the best for acoustic. Okay. So what will be the smart way? Okay. We need the circular shape for the sound resonance. Sarth, not always. Okay. जब circular shape होता है, there is something called as sound creeping of sound. Okay. And if you don't take care of it in acoustics, your sound will be creeping. So कैसे होगा? If I'm speaking at say point A, but you are sitting at point E, okay, so you will get sound at E, but B, C, D, E को बहुत अजीब से sound आएगा because my sound is creeping along that wall because they are sitting in a circular fashion. This happens when it is a larger volume, does not happen when it is a smaller space of 20-30 people meeting. उसमें ये नहीं होता है because my direct sound is easily able to reach them. Okay. Acoustics में the shape is important because I need to take care of the facial expression. उससे भी ज़्यादा, if any one of you have visited the NCPA today still do not have the sound system there because what you speak on the stage, thanks to the acoustics of the place, I can hear it completely without help of mic. Now that is a good acoustics. Okay, so distance वो 24 meter shouting range भी मेरे sound को मिलना चाहिए. Okay, so sometimes acoustics थोड़ा कम है तो I might have to speak little louder, but a good acoustic will make sure that I don't have to shout and make people, even if it's normally speaking, people should be able to hear at the back. बीजापुर का आपने सुना है नाम? बीजापुर गोल गुंबज.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Have you heard about
Yes.
in
Yes.
Bijapur?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is, I think, world's fantastic acoustical wonder of the world. Okay. So the whole thing, पहले के ज़माने में the Raja Ranis, okay, they wanted that that fear of death, that fear of betrayal, all that used to be there. So the king wanted something that if he is resting or even if somebody is whispering anywhere, na, he will be able to hear, and that's how he designed that. So if you are in that top wala gallery, you even say a small word and it is right across, you can hear it, and it's a huge area. It's a huge area. This December I was in Gol Gumbaz and it was mind blowing experience. Amazing weather, amazing architecture. और क्या चाहिए? It was so beautiful. So that is acoustic, guys. They don't have acoustical material. अरे पत्थर से बना है, ना अंदर पर्दा लगाया है, ना अंदर कुछ acoustical material वापरा है. No tile is used. It's a plain stone with a plaster on top of it. गंदा सा plaster कर दिया है. I don't know why they didn't keep it in stone, but anyways they have done that, and that's it. And still you are able to cross 30 meters and I'm able to, I whisper here, it's known as a whispering gallery. I whisper here and you can hear right across 30, 35, 40 meters. It is amazing. Now that is acoustic, guys. And that acoustic is, you have to develop that, okay? So it has been found that fan shape works best. Are we clear? Okay. Coming back to the geometry of eyesight, at least this is it. So are we clear about, so now if I ask you to do a congregation space, on what will be the deciding factor which will give me the width of the stage at the, sorry, width of the auditorium at the back? DE is the wall behind at the stage wala, the last wall of the stage. And so the audience जो बैठता है ना, आपको जो wall दिखता है stage के पीछे, वो है मेरा DE. Clear? Neil? Yeah? So guys, tell me, I asked you a question. If you have to do a congregation space, and if you have to decide the पीछे वाला width कितना आएगा, what will be the deciding factor? Your BC and P. Yeah, you say I want 10 meters का stage का width, इससे ज़्यादा मुझे नहीं देना है. Obviously, then your P कितना आप आगे लेके जाते हो, and how much 24 meter is the limitation. So then accordingly you get your width of the stage, width of the auditorium at the back. Clear?
Yeah.
Got it? Who is not clear? Who is not clear? Yes, P is an imaginary point, right? Please guys, P is an imaginary point. I forgot to mention that. Thanks, Neil. It's an imaginary point to get me my geometry right. It is not point existing. वो आपको सोचना है, okay? That's why I can move my P आगे, पीछे, ऊपर, नीचे, wherever you want to. It's an imaginary point. ठीक है? Are we clear? So suppose in tomorrow you want to say that I want to have space for 10 meters only, okay? And say Devishi will want to have her stage of 15 meters, okay? Or Sarth will want it, say 9 meters. So based on that 9, 10 and 15, you will, and 24 is fixed because I cannot see any facial expression beyond that. If you are designing a theater, अगर आप multi-purpose hall कर रहे हो, then there are no restrictions. Because multi-purpose में आज आप नाटक कर रहे हो, कल आप dance भी कर सकते हो और परसों आप शादी भी कर सकते हो, कुछ भी हो सकता है. तो कुछ भी हो सकता है. So there are no restrictions for multi-purpose. But if you are doing a theater planning, okay, you need to keep these figures in mind. Okay. So yes, you so far as we can P, we will get better view. Okay, right. You will get a better view. Only problem is the more further you take P away, तुम्हारा पीछे का side कम होते जाता है. So that is also not a very good idea because you are reducing the number of people. Okay. So the smartest idea is, guys, once you decide the P and the red line, the dotted two red line that is emerging from the P is set in place, उसके beyond आप aisle दे दो ना. You can always give an aisle चलने के लिए. I don't need to see the stage while I'm walking down, up and down. Okay, so that's fine. So then my auditorium can go a little bit beyond. So I will not have the aisle in the middle. So you have to plan for the theater, not like what you are doing for your movie theater. Movie theater में आप किधर भी aisle डालो, कोई problem नहीं है. Okay, what should be the ideal distance between DE and P? No ideal distance. You have to decide because you are deciding the size and shape of तुम्हारी site पे depend है वो. If you have a narrow site, okay, if you have a narrow site, you go for a long P ताकि आपको narrow distance मिले. If you have a broad site, आप broad जाओ. It's up to you. But the deciding factor is two. I should not get too much of a shaded area, or you change the shape of your stage. Stage का shape क्यों rectangle होना चाहिए? उसको भी आप थोड़ा trapezium side में बनाओ. So that can be. So guys, you need to evolve the design. Idea is this is the funda. This is the geometry. Are we clear? What I'm saying? This is a basic I'm telling you about. Taking the basic, how you evolve is something you need to do when you design. Are we clear on this, guys? Are we clear on this? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Suppose guys, ये BC जो है, BC को मैंने थोड़ा BC ऐसे ही रखा है, लेकिन D और B को मैंने थोड़ा बड़ा कर दिया. तो BC को मैंने extend कर दिया, but DE मैंने same रखा. Understand what I'm saying? DE is suppose 10 meters, my DE is 10 meters, but BC becomes 13 meters. Will not that reduce the shaded area? Will it reduce my shaded area? It will, right? And that is the aim. So you've got the answer. So alag tarika hai, guys. This is just one diagram that I'm showing you of how to get the shape. But are we clear on the fundamental geometry about auditoriums?
Minal?
Yes.
Yeah, so the size of the auditorium will also increase, right? When we
Yes.
If PC increases.
Yes, of course. Of course, it will increase. But that's okay. You can design it according. That's what I'm saying. कि अगर आपका shaded area में आपने aisle डाल दिया, I don't need to see an eye to see the complete stage when I'm walking up and down. If I want to take samosas and if I'm walking down, it doesn't matter whether I see the complete stage or not. Anyway, I'm not looking there. I'm looking down. I don't want to fall down. So it's okay. So you can have aisle in that area. But sight line ऐसे decide होती है where you are ensuring everyone is able to see maximum of stage. I cannot have an ideal stage कि मेरे को 100% stage I can see from all side. If you can manage that, lovely. But try to see. So that's why the last line is added here. Try to get smaller shaded area. That is the fundamental idea of designing the stage. Are we clear? Can I go ahead? I think.
I had a doubt.
Bolo.
Why does the stage need to be rectangular in shape? Why can't that also be fan shaped?
And I increase BC to say 13, 14, 15. Then it will not be a rectangle. It will become a trapezium. And that is fantastic because I'm removing all my shaded area. So it can be. Why not? You can change the shape of the stage, but I'm coming to but. तो stage के side में क्या होता है, guys? What is there in the side of the stage? Wings. We call it wings of the stage. Where you see those parda wala thing, okay, where people can come in and out. Hello.
Yeah.
Now, when I open my front stage, जब मैं BC को, when I make it 13, 14, 15, 16, and keep my DE as 10, these numbers I'm just taking for you to understand, guys. It's not fixed. Okay, so please don't quote me. अरे मीनल ने दी बोला था 10 तो 10 लेना, ऐसा नहीं है. I'm just giving you to get an idea. So if for example I take DE as 10 and my BC is 13 or 14, I will get a trapezium shape. But when I do that, now what happens is a person who is sitting on the B side, okay, will be able to see everything in CE वाला जो wing है ना, वो सब कुछ दिखेगा उसको. So then placing of the wing will become little difficult, and that's the reason I cannot do like hey fantastic trapezium डालने का भी problem है. So yes, it is when you actually draw ना तब आपको समझेगा कि what are the basic issues, and accordingly you will have to compromise to see whether backstage is functioning well, minimum shaded area, 24 meters, 30 degrees, proscenium, P, ये सब लेके, also these are the deciding factors for the shape. Back and forth you will arrive at a shape where you need to also take care of the privacy of the wing. You have to take care of that. See, if I see too much of movements there, na person who is sitting there is not comfortable because उसका ध्यान वो back wing में ज़्यादा जाएगा rather than on the performance, and that irritates the performer also because he can see the first 3-4 rows, na. So if I am taking a lecture and if I see the first 3 rows में ही attention नहीं है, they are not paying attention to me, I can understand पीछे वाले not paying attention to me. But if the first 3 rows are only not paying attention to me, मेरा तो confidence का डामाडोल होगा ना. So that is the problem. ठीक है? Can I go next? Okay, or do you want me to stop? थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया? Or should I go ahead? There are 8 more slides. Do we take this next Tuesday? Okay, another before we continue or stop, whatever you say. The classes for services, I will be putting it up on the calendar also, will be henceforth on Tuesday, because your lecture with Sarah will be taken on Thursday. She already has another lecture lined up on Thursday, so sorry, Tuesday. So she will be taking it on Thursday, and the time will be 11:30 to 3. If you want the change, please inform me. I will do the changes and let her know. Okay, but there will be no chance of the change, because next Monday onwards, you guys are having 8 to 10, I think, your ArchiCAD classes. Fine? Are we clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So shall I continue, or you want me to stop? Come on, guys. It's okay to be frank. You know me. You don't want to, you want to take, thanks. Chalo, Shreyans, very good. So next Tuesday, no problem. We will continue next Tuesday. I know this is technical. My suggestion as a small drawing is take a checkered book if you have and try this P business. ठीक है? आगे पीछे करके देखो and you will understand what I'm saying. And if any one of you have done it and you want to show me, take a click and show me via WhatsApp, please do that. I can put it up on a scan and put it up on the screen for all to see. Okay, can we do that? Or you can share it on the Microsoft team only, guys. Abhi to aap bhi kar sakte ho. So everyone can see. Why I will have to show? You can show it on the screen and I can show you, share the screen via the file folder only. I can do that, not a problem. Okay, okay. Another thing, in the file folder of this, okay, there is a small film. I want you guys to see that film. It's very interesting. It is superb. It is talking about how a multi-purpose hall and a theater can happen together. तो आपको वहां पे you want to have a full-fledged dais वाला presentation room, you can have it. But at the same time, next program is a say a small area for play group children are coming and you want a flat area. So the whole thing disappears. It's very interesting. Please go through it. Okay, it's available on the YouTube. I've given you the link. I've taken down the video and I'm posting the video there. Please have a look and comment. Okay, and I will be sharing the recording. Yes, I have also shared the PPT. It is already on the this thing. And do not leave the class. I'm going to take your attendance, because so there are 70 already. One has left the class. So there were 72 and now one has left the class. So I'm going to take your attendance. Your attendance is taken. I will be sharing the recording. Thank you, guys. I'm stopping the recording.